Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. Uh, I recorded this video once already, and I kind of went on a ramble, so I'm gonna kind of keep it um, more personal. And also, I only got like 10 minutes, so I want to make sure that I get this done. So we're just gonna go right into the topic for today. Um, so hopefully, by the time this video comes out, I would have had another movie reaction put out. So, because I know we put out like a lot of topic videos as of late. So hopefully that's the case. But but I want to talk about something in regards to, um, again, kind of like a part two to the morality video that I did. Talking about more of a philosophical thing when it comes to building a career um, or that terminology of like success. What does it mean to be successful, um, and what does it mean to be smart? To me, that's more important than anything. I don't care how successful you are. I don't care about this and that. I want to know, how smart are you? Okay, because there are some people who you know have kind of loser dead end jobs, but then you go and ask them their story and they tell you their story and you figure, well, you know what, there's kind of a good reason as to why they're there. you know it's not just because that they just kind of gave up. It's, well, there's circumstances that put them in that place. um but at the same time, when hearing those stories of people who are at those loser dead end jobs, you come to ask yourself, well, man, why couldn't you just do this or that? And they admit to that. They say, oh man, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. And it feels like a lot of people, even the big actors nowadays, we just there it seems like a lot of these people live in regret. A lot of these newcomers that come in for actors, they seem like they're not really having fun with what they're doing because they get sucked in a system that basically uses them as tools, and they're like surprised by the treatments. you know I just read an article about Scarlett Johansson, who who claims to have been groomed early on in her career. um Scarlett, you know damn well how the system works. Okay, you know how the system works. Okay, you're a pretty face, you have a good body, so obviously they're going to use you in some certain respects. Okay, I'm just being 100% honest. Okay, you know you're also a good performer, but I mean, Hollywood, that's like the third thing on the list. It's about the face and the body. That's the first thing, the first two things that Hollywood cares about. Then they'll ask you if you can act. So so you know this, or at least you should have known this, because that's what the system is. Which brings me to my topic for today, because I feel that a lot of people bring up a certain phrase that I'm kind of getting sick of hearing. Fake it till you make it. Oh, just dive right on in. That's how you gain experience and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to throw a different idea at you, and you tell me how you feel about it. Personally, for me, and this is how I'm going to title the video. You need to know before you go. I'm going to say it again. You need to know before you go. There are a lot of people who, I'm not going to name names, but I've had friends who have just made snap decisions. To them, it didn't seem like snap decisions. To them, it's like, well, this is how I feel, or this and that. It's like, no, it's a snap judgment. You just, you're either sprung, or you're just, being ignorant about certain things. And then years later, they're working loser dead end jobs. They don't have a home. Um, they hate their college, or they're having to pay up a student loan or do all this and that. This all stems from not being knowledgeable. And people, for some reason, see that as a weird thing. They think with their heart, which I've always told my brother this. Don't listen to your heart. Your heart will trick you. Your heart is the manipulator. Your brain is where the knowledge comes from. If you're going to use anything, use your brain. Don't use your heart. Again, people also say that too. Follow your heart. That's what insecure people say. That's what people say because they are absorbed on movies and TV shows and the stupid messages they sometimes bring up, like that. When the real world is that's not true. You need to use your brain, and you need to know before you go. You need to know what you're doing, what you're getting into. A lot of people, it seems, are just walking blind nowadays. They don't like to just assess situations. They don't like to do their research, inform themselves. That's why I'm glad I didn't go to that big college, that film school that I was thinking about going to. I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go because I would have became extremely ignorant, not only about the film life, but also about life in general. These past 2 years have been extremely knowledgeable. I've gained wisdom, I've gained experience, I've gained knowledge, real knowledge, and that's what I'm really proud of about coming out of this year is that I've all the knowledge that I've gained. And also I've taken the time to really focus on myself. And I feel like a lot of people need to do that. You need to have some stability. Not saying you got to know who you are because everyone changes, and we're going through all sorts of changes. You're never going to stop changing. It's just how it works. But you need to have some stability. You need to fix or at least find some closure or some way of dealing with all the hardships and all the feelings and all the baggage that you had from all the years previously. And I'm just going to keep 100. If you're dealing with like depression, anxiety, or anything more extreme than that, if you're suicidal, if you're uh, if you're dealing with toxicity in your family, or if you're dealing with insecurities, you need to really deal with all that before you go anywhere. The problem with today is that people expect their kids by a certain age, basically after high school, to be adults. They are not adults. They are not ready. They do not know what to do, okay? Because they don't even know who the hell they are. So how can you even begin, to like, oh, well, they're ready. Like, no, they're not. They're not ready. And it and what will work is figuring out what I have to do. What do I need to do? What do I need to know? You know? Do your research, go to counseling, do all the stuff that you got to do before you go. Because once you got that all checked, and when you hit the scene, you're gonna stand out a lot more than these people over here who are dealing with their own issues because they didn't take the time to deal with it. Do you want to be a person who needs help or a person who knows what to do? Do you want to be the person who jumps into a pool of sharks blindfolded, or the person without the blindfold on and can make a decision on on at that point? Don't be too trusting of things either. That's the other thing with that analogy. Don't be too trusting with things too. This system will swallow you up. I told the actress I brought up in the other video, this system is going to swallow you up. It's going to spit you back out because they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Okay? Despite what the fantasy that is Hollywood, they don't care about you. You're there to be a tool. You're there to be a marketing thing. You're there to be a poster girl or poster boy. That's what you are. Okay? And this is all coming from knowledge that I have gained from doing research. This wasn't just from doing films, it was also doing research online, talking to people who were in the industry. This is all wisdom that has been gained from years of listening and learning in a proactive way, not in going into the system, getting fucked over, and then having to deal with all that. That's not being smart. Being smart is knowing what is about to happen. The smart man knows what's about to happen. The smart man knows what's about to happen. Okay? Learn to be the smart man. Learn to know, learn about what will happen or what could happen. Because there's many ways that it can go down, but it's important to know. It's important to know at least what could happen versus having an ignorance or having, a blindness to it all. So know before you go, because it will help you so much in the long run. So that's going to be it for me. Got to go pick up my bro, but that's going to be it for the small little video. You guys let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So let me know your thoughts.